Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now guys, if there's one decimal that recurs within the Nigerian space, it is this: restructure. That word is the one thing that recurs constantly within the Nigerian political space, and indeed within the whole of the entirety of the Nigerian space. So with that guys, I bring you this: we must address restructuring now. And it's Obasanjo now coming to this realization. This is a guy that was in government for 8 years, by the way. He did not have that dawning, but it is now dawning on him now. Of course now, because he's now seeing what his boy Mallam Buhari is doing to the country. So the headline again: we must address restructuring now, and it is Obasanjo saying this. So now let's now see what Baba Yabo has to say. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has said Nigeria needs to address the matter of restructuring now. He said failure to do this might lead to grave consequences. Obasanjo spoke in Lagos on Saturday at the first memorial lecture of the founder of Odua People's Congress, OPC, Dr. Frederick Fashion. Obasanjo lamented the increasing rate of insecurity in the country, saying Boko Haram had continued to wax stronger over 12 years. He said Nigeria could not afford to be plunged into another war at this time because such might not be easy to win. He said, "When I was elected president, the agitation was for true federalism, but now it is restructuring. If we don't address it, they may go from restructuring to self-determination, and this will be a serious problem. If Boko Haram can get external support, any group that decided to go will get support from within and outside. So we must address the issue now. The language we're using to address ourselves across the region now is uncouth, and it must not continue. I will continue to fight for Nigeria's unity until I die, but this fight is not to make my children or my race second-class citizens. Tí ọwọ́ ò bá ṣe san akasori, if you can no longer swing your hand, then you would put it on your head," he said. So now this is now Obasanjo now coming to this realization. This often happens within the Nigerian space, by the way. It is only after these people leave office that they then get the dawning of what is being agitated for during their tenure, because of course people have been agitating for this for quite a long time now. That look, the way this country is structured is too tilted and it's too cumbersome, and it doesn't really serve any purpose. It is not fit for purpose. This is really the real understanding of the Nigerian space, and the panacea, the cure to that, is to restructure the country. So there's two pathways to follow. Of course, is either you restructure the country so you have a weak center and a strong sub-regions, or you break the country up completely, because there's enough within Nigeria to make 3 at least, if not 4 different countries. But the first port of call is to see if we can restructure the country with a strong regional base and a weaker center. Because if you have a country with a 200 million odd strong population, that is really a strong base. So that should be the first port of call. But if we continue along this sort of Janjaweed mindset that we're locked in for now a very long time, if we continue along this master-servant relationship that we have with the Abokis, then really it's not something that can hold for too long. Because really the Yoruba race have had enough, the Igbos have had enough even longer. So now if people are not saying, look, this does not really fit or serve us now, how then do you then hold them against their will, is really where the question is. So this is really now Obasanjo now coming to that understanding, but he should have come to that understanding, of course, when he was in government and had the powers to do something about it. Conversations in the comment section. Restructuring is the panacea to Nigeria's problem. Obasanjo is now coming to this realization. What took him so long? Come share thoughts about all this with me in the comment section. What is your approach? Is it restructuring or completely dividing the country into separate countries and everybody go their own way? Whatever your solution is, come let me know all about it in the comment section. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me if you are with Obasanjo in this mindset in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.